My 12-year-old son stopped hugging me, started flinching when I touched him. When I finally found out why, I did something I'm not supposed to admit. The first thing I noticed was the hugging. Eric used to hug me every morning before school, every night before bed. Then suddenly he didn't want to be touched at all. I reached for his shoulder once and he jerked away like I'd burned him. I told myself kids get weird at 12. Then I saw the bruises. One on his arm he blamed on recess. One on his leg he blamed on his bike. One on his ribs he wouldn't explain. I took photos that night, told myself I was being paranoid. My wife noticed too. She thought maybe he was being rough with friends. I didn't buy it. Eric wasn't rough. Eric was careful, gentle, the kind of kid who apologized when he accidentally stepped on an ant. I went to the school, asked his teacher if anything was going on. She said Eric was wonderful, great grades, kind to everyone, no issues. I thanked her, but I knew she was wrong. I've known my son his whole life. Something changed him. Someone changed him. I wasn't leaving until I found out who. I became obsessed. Talked to every parent at pickup. Most had nothing. A few said Eric seemed quieter. One said her daughter mentioned Eric ate lunch alone now. That stung. His old friend said he stopped hanging out with them, just disappeared. I started watching Eric's behavior at pickup. He was always first out the door, practically running to my car. If I was late, he panicked. One afternoon, I was 15 minutes late. When I pulled up, Eric was standing by the fence, trembling. His eyes were red. Got in the car without a word. That night, I couldn't sleep. Then I remembered a mom who went pale when I mentioned Eric. Changed the subject fast. Found her the next day. Asked what she knew. She said her son Danny might know something. I found Danny after school. Told him I just wanted to help Eric. He started crying. Said 3 older kids cornered Eric every day after school. Beat him up behind the gym. Took whatever he had. Told him if he ever told anyone, they'd hurt his little sister Ella. Danny wanted to help, but he was scared. I thanked him. Asked if he'd say it again on record. He nodded. I hit record. Sat in my car after until my vision cleared. The rage was so strong I could taste it. I didn't sleep that night. Kept staring at the ceiling. Replaying everything Danny told me. 3 kids. Every day. For months. Threatening my 7-year-old daughter. The next morning I drove to the school. Got there early. Parked where I could see the pickup area. Waited. The bell rang. I watched Eric walk out. Fast. Head down. Then I saw them. 3 boys. 8th graders. Following him like predators. One of them threw a rock at Eric's back. Eric didn't turn around. Just walked faster. I was out of my car before I knew what I was doing. Walked straight at them. They saw me coming. Slowed down. The tallest one smiled. "You lost, old man?" "I'm Eric's dad." The smile disappeared. "I know what you've been doing to my son. I know about the beatings. I know about the money. I know you threatened to hurt my daughter." The shortest one looked like he was about to run. I stepped closer. "You're not going anywhere. We're waiting for your parents." They stood there, frozen. Parents pulled up one by one. Walked over when they saw the standoff. I showed them photos of the bruises. Played Danny's recording. One mom started crying. One dad looked at his son like he didn't recognize him. The third parent tried to defend their kid. Said boys will be boys. Something in me snapped. I grabbed him by the collar. Pulled him close. Raised my fist. "Your son threatened my 7-year-old daughter. Beat my son every day for months. And you're standing here telling me boys will be boys?" My hand was shaking. "You're lucky I don't knock you out right here in front of everyone." The parking lot went dead silent. He didn't say a word. I held him there for a few more seconds. Then I let go. Shoved him back. He stumbled but didn't fall. I looked at the 3 kids one last time. "I'm done talking, but I want you to remember what you just saw. Because if you ever look at my son again, your parents won't be here to save you." I walked back to my car. Eric was standing by the passenger door, tears running down his face. "How long have you known?" he asked. "Long enough." He fell into my arms. First hug in months. I held him tight. "You don't have to protect us anymore, Eric. That's my job." All 3 kids were suspended. One got expelled after the school reviewed Danny's recording. The boys will be boys. Dad never looked at me again at pickup. Fine by me. Danny's mom called a few days later. Thanked me for doing what she was too scared to do. Said Danny sleeps better now. Eric didn't talk about it for weeks. Then one night he came into the living room while I was watching TV. Sat down next to me. Asked if Ella was really safe now. I told him she was. He nodded. Then he asked something else. "Dad, were you really going to hit that guy?" I thought about lying. Decided not to. "Yeah, I was." He was quiet for a second. "Why didn't you?" "Because you were watching, and I wanted you to see that you can be strong without losing control."